Hi guys, welcome to season 2, episode 19 of the Girl Get Up podcast.
A safe space where no story is too broken, no question too heavy, and no dream too far gone. Here we talk about real things, underage and unwanted pregnancies, early marriages, and toxic relationships, and the silent battles so many girls face. But this is also a place for hope, a place to rise, a place to heal, and a place to step into the life God has called you to live. Boldly, confidently, and without apology. I am your host, Naomi Bamdele, and together we will break the silence and find the courage to get up again. Girl, you're seen, you're loved, and you're not alone. Let's get into today's episode.
Hey family, welcome back to the Girl Get Up podcast and welcome back to our August series, Dating Intentionally. Last week we started this conversation with before you say yes, ask yourself this. And we talked about knowing yourself before choosing someone else. Today we are taking the conversation a little deeper. Because sometimes the problem isn't that we don't know what we want. Sometimes we know exactly what we want. But we meet people who isn't giving us those things yet, and we convince ourselves that they will. We see the potential, we see who they could become, we see the future we imagine with them, and suddenly we are no longer dating the person in front of us. We are dating a version of them that exists in our imagination. So today's episode is Potential is not relationship. I repeat, potential is not relationship. And girl, we are going to talk about it. Let's be honest. Sometimes you meet someone and you think he has so much potential. He will change. He just needs someone to believe in him. Once he gets his life together, it will be different. Once we are together, maybe we will become more serious. And there is nothing wrong with seeing good qualities in someone. But there's a difference between recognizing someone's potential and building a relationship around who you hope they will become. Yes, because potential is possibility. It is not proof. Someone can have potential and still not be ready for a healthy relationship. Someone can have good intentions and still have unhealthy patterns. Someone can be capable of becoming better and still choose not to. And that is something you have to learn to accept. You cannot build a healthy relationship with someone's potential. You build it with a person who is actually showing up today. One of the most dangerous mindsets in dating is I can change them. I can help them. I will be the one who brings out the best in them. And before you know it, the relationship becomes a project. Yes, you are no longer asking, is this person right for me? You are asking, how can I fix this person? How can I make this work? How can I get them to become what I need? But here's the problem. A relationship is not a rehabilitation program. You can encourage someone, you can pray for someone, you can support someone, but you cannot make someone become who they have decided not to become. And if you are constantly exhausted trying to change the person you are dating, you need to stop and ask yourself, am I loving this person as they are, or am I attached to who I believe they could become? Words matter, but patterns tell you more. Someone can tell you, I will change, I will do better, I will become more intentional, I will treat you differently. And maybe they genuinely mean it, but intention and consistency are two different things. If someone repeatedly apologizes for the same behavior without changing it, the apology isn't the whole story. You have to look at the pattern. How do they communicate? How do they handle conflict? How do they treat people? Do they take responsibility? Do they respect boundaries? Do their actions match their words? Because when you are dating intentionally, you are not just listening to what someone says. You are paying attention to what their life is showing you. Sometimes emotions make us negotiate what we already know. You see something that concerns you. You recognize something isn't healthy. But then you say, maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm being too hard. Maybe I just need patience. And patience is important in a relationship, yes? But patience doesn't mean ignoring wisdom. Love doesn't mean pretending something is healthy when it isn't. You can care about somebody deeply and still recognize that they aren't the right person for you. That's not hatred, that's discernment. This is the part I want you to remember. Don't fall in love with a future that hasn't been built. Don't build an entire relationship around maybes. Maybe one day it will become more responsible. One day it will communicate better. One day it will take his faith seriously. One day it will become consistent. No. What about today? Who are they today? How do they treat you today? What values do they live by today? What kind of person are they becoming through their actual choices? Because you cannot date someone based entirely on their future potential. You have to pay attention to their present character. And trust me, I know this is not always easy because I know emotions can be powerful. You may really like someone. You may have chemistry. You may have history. You may have beautiful memories. You may genuinely care about them, but caring about someone doesn't automatically mean you should build a relationship with them. Sometimes wisdom will ask you to acknowledge something your emotions don't want to accept. And that is why intentional dating requires discernment. You have to be able to say, I like you, but I need to look at reality. I care about you, but I also need to protect my future. I see the good in you, but I cannot build a relationship around who I hope you will become. That is maturity. Girl, hear me. You have your own becoming to focus on. You have your own purpose, your own growth, your own healing, your own relationship with God, your own dreams, and your own future. Don't become so focused on trying to build someone else that you stop building yourself. You can support someone's journey without making their journey your responsibility. And if someone needs to grow, let them grow because they have chosen growth. Not because you're constantly pushing them, not because you're threatening to leave, not because you're trying to convince them. Real change has to come from within. If you're currently dating someone, don't listen to this episode and immediately start looking for everything wrong with them. That's not the point. The point is to become more honest. Ask yourself, am I seeing this person clearly? Not through fantasy, not through fear, not through loneliness, not through attachment, not through the version of them I hope they will become, but clearly. And if you are single, let this be your reminder. Don't choose someone simply because you see potential. Choose someone whose present character gives you something healthy to build on, because you deserve more than a relationship where you are constantly waiting for someone to become ready. You deserve a relationship where two people are intentionally growing, learning, and showing up. So, before we go, I want you to sit with this. If this person never changed from who they are today, would you still choose them? Not who they promised to become, not who you believe they could become, not who you wish they would become, but who they are right now. Would you still choose them? And if the answer is no, maybe that's something you need to be honest about. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a girl who needs to hear it. And remember, potential is possible. Character is what you can build with. Don't date the person you hope someone will become. Pay attention to the person they are choosing to become. Until next time, girl, get up, rise to purpose.
Thank you for spending this time with me on the Girl Get Up podcast. If today's conversation speaks to your heart, share this episode with a sister, a friend, or someone who needs to hear they are not alone. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember, no matter where you've been or what you faced, you have the power to rise again. Until next Tuesday, keep going, keep growing, and girl, get up.